So, if you have some knowledge about Chinese, you probably know that there is a very close relationship between Chinese word and image. This word means learning in Chinese. It's about children using their hands working together inside a house. And as a learning support teacher, I often question what happened inside this house. So inside this house, how do we measure the success and the progress of our students? And today I'm going to share my view on unique success. So inside this house, how often we look at the things that our students cannot do. We look at their dysfunction, we look at their deficits. And how often we really look at the things that they can do. We look at their strength, we look at their interests, maybe even their diversity. So when we talk about student success, how do we measure the progress of this grade 6 student who uses still developing fine motor skill to complete this contour model that took him 2 weeks compared with 2 days of his peer? Do we see a committed learner here who shows true respect for his own learning? Or do we see a risk taker here who is willing to take up a big challenge that with courage and compassion? Or when we talk about student success, how do we measure the progress of this grade 6 student whose working memory is certainly not his strength and was once again late for after-school meeting? However, this time he remembered to jot a note to his teacher and apologize. Do we see a principled learner here? Do we see someone that is willing to show honesty and is willing to bear the consequence of his own action? Or do we see a great communicator here who found a very effective way to communicate and express himself? When we talk about student success and progress, how do we measure the progress of this grade 5 student who's found place value very challenging and struggled to work out the changes that she got from selling her product at a PYP market? And then to respond to her challenge, she created this visual system to work out the change. Do we see creativity here? Do we see this student who found an innovative way to solve her problem? Or do we see the love and the joy for learning that is so big that she found a way to solve the problem? So when we talk about student success, student progress, I think it's very important that we look beyond the rubric and then to be able to see all this unique success in our learners. But of course, that I will not deny there are so many moments that I really wish all my students would focus, would learn whenever I want them to. However, I will never forget there was all these students who have taught me the beauty of uniqueness and diversity. I want to use another Chinese word to wrap up my sharing today. This word means teaching in Chinese. It's about an adult using a stick, a ruler, to flatten a child to learn. And that's really sad and frustrating. But of course that we have moved a long way from this style of teaching long time ago. And today I'm suggesting us to continue our education journey, help our students, our teachers, our learning community, and our society redefine success. Thank you.